Okay, we're back. A little bit of a different scenery. Put curtains up in the penthouse. That was expensive. I guess I should start this video by just telling you guys my plans moving forward and plans for the channel. I've made a lot of videos where I'm just talking about business and I'm very passionate and I'm very direct in the camera. I don't think that I show a lot of my other side of my life when I'm just chilling or everything else that I do. I had a bunch of footage from when I was overseas that I really didn't like the footage. Maybe I'll release like something like a lost files thing, like of every other movie clip basically that I have from the past 6 months. We tried to do the vlog thing, didn't really work out. I would rather stare into the abyss and chew glass on copious amounts of substances, and I don't do substances, but I would rather do that than have someone follow me around with the camera all day. I like to be able to sit down and shoot and record my thoughts when I want to record my thoughts, and if I don't feel like recording, I don't want to feel like I have to, which is why there's been a lack of videos. But I've been busy, I've been working. If you guys would want me to drop or release a archive video. Like, there's all this crazy stuff. Like, there's me, like, partying with a lot of my celebrity friends, my reality TV star friends. There's a ton of stuff that's been going on just in my day-to-day life. And I think it's super important to keep your relationships, and especially romantic relationships and life relationships, and also a lot of friendships, off of social media, unless the purpose of that relationship is to level each other up on social media. But that's something that you have to talk about, right? So there's been a lot of crazy stuff that's happened. Went to a few new countries. I have a lot of footage from like Riga, Latvia, where I was for a few days. I have footage from Norway. I have footage from Sweden, and all this crazy stuff, and like these hilarious moments, which I would probably get canceled for if I ever released. But I want to just, if you want to see that stuff, put it in the comments. But this video is to kind of address my plans moving forward with this channel and my life. So a really big opportunity came up to build a AI company, and I kind of decided to take the leap and do it. So for those who don't know, I'm involved in as many projects I can possibly be involved in without losing my mind. I am in the process of trying to build a consumer financial company, a consumer lending company. I'm in the process of still, working and doing deals at the agency and building that business. I'm still in the process of and still doing coaching and mentorships, which has kind of taken a backseat to a lot of the work that I've been doing on a day-to-day basis. And I tried building this AI ad creative thing, but I eventually canned the project. I made a video on that a while ago. I canned the project, and you really have to know when to cut the cord on a lot of these projects, which is fairly interesting. So you kind of have to look at it like, okay, is this going to be scalable? Is this going to be a winner? And if it's not, if you're struggling to sell it or struggling to get people interested, you could probably just kill the offer, right? So basically, I've been talking a lot about selling these AI systems, and we've been selling this AI system since October, and it just got even better. So we're now focusing on going and doing really big deals, enterprise deals, like high-level deals, companies doing $5-10 million a year, more than that. We're working on a deal right now for a $250,000 setup fee, plus $100,000 per year software contract for each of their locations, and there's 5 locations. But you don't count your chickens before they hatch, right? So that's kind of the level of deal that we're pursuing with this AI system that we're selling. And it's caused me to be super busy. And there's a lot of restructuring going on, and there's a lot of meetings, and there's a lot of just work that happens where you kind of just got to sit down at the desk and at the computer and just lock in and really do it. But I can say for a fact, like, this is the most fun I've had in business in years. It When you get into like year 3 and year 4 of running the same company or doing the same thing, and I was very, very, very good at running education companies. I was very good at growing education companies. I made a lot of money consulting for education companies and other people with info products and offers. But being the brain behind a business has always been my bread and butter. That has always been my art. Ever since I stopped playing the guitar, that has been my art. Going out into the world and being boots on the ground and doing deals and working on a greater vision to create something big has always been what I've loved to do. And so when you go into business and you're really doing something great, or you're just 4 years in to the same company and at one point it was great, sometimes it's hard to keep going, and sometimes you slack off, which happens. It's life. We're all humans, right? Don't believe anybody that says that they're just grind 24/7, because that's not true at all. So this opportunity came up and we've been doing it, and it's massive. And so I want to, at least for the foreseeable future, really shift the direction of this channel to me talking about this AI stuff. I'm not going to show you the implementation, because there is going to be a way to basically become a licensing partner of our system, basically where you're a partner, and when you make money, we make money, because you're licensing out our product on an annual recurring revenue basis, a yearly contract basis. So I'm going to give more information about that. I should have a landing page up. I'm going to put the landing page in the description. If you want to join the wait list, me or a member of my team will call you personally. We're not selling you anything. It is specifically for you to find out more information about what exactly it is, how it works, and what our plans are. We're not selling you anything. Just put your information in. We're not going to blow you up over email. We are going to personally call you, and we are going to speak with you and let you know what we have going on. So I'm going to be making videos on this system and this thing that we're doing, because I think it's a massive opportunity. And it's a massive opportunity to the point where I have pivoted my entire business into this. There were many opportunities in my life where I did not pursue them for the sake of thinking it was too hard, where I did not pursue them because I didn't have the acumen or the skill set in order to do so, in order to make it happen. I have had 3 multi-billion-dollar opportunities in my lifetime before I was 26. I think this might be another one. And I can at least build it to, I want to say 8 figures a year in contracts. But I really want to build something big, and I want to build something great. There's a lot of people that you'll see online who make money. They make 100, 200K a month. I was 25 years old, a year and a half into business, or a year and some change into business, when I had my first 100K a month. I've been doing this for a long time. I've made money for a long time. And there comes a point where you don't want to be on the hamster wheel of the content cycle, right? And I've been thinking about a lot of decisions in my life recently of if I want to pull certain levers, if I want to do the short form thing, or I want to go all in on the education company, or the courses and everything that I do, which are great, which I've had over 10,000 customers for in the past 3 years, which I've made over 10 people very rich. We have 10 people, I think, confirmed 10 people that have become 7-figure earners from that program, from the Skill Stacks program. So, and I don't want to take all the credit, they're exceptional people. But for me, I want to start to shift focus. I want to start hitting the gas pedal a little bit harder on something that's truly scalable. And I want to try my hardest to see if I can make $30 million in the next 2 years. And I think that's my number, but I'm not sure yet. But in life, we have levels of opportunity. And so I can say that if you're in the agency space, or you're in the SMMA space, or you're trying to be a growth operator, you're trying all these other business, freelance brand scaling, freelancing, copywriting, right? All these different offers. And I know all the guys that run these offers, friends of mine. I can say that there's no opportunity like the one that I am currently pursuing. And if you become a licensing partner, you're going to be able to sell our system, our product for yourself, charge whatever you want, and we're going to help you do it. We are going to help you sell the deals. We're going to have a sales team that is going to be available for you to use to help you sell the deals when you procure the clients and when you go get the clients. We're going to coach you and teach you how to do everything every step of the way. And we're working on that now. That's what that link in the description is going to be for. So we're working on that now. But on the enterprise level, this system is just phenomenal. We are able to book tons of sales appointments with this system, this AI system. It has to do with AI agents. It has to do with automations. It has to do with CRM. It integrates with Go High Level. It integrates with Salesforce. It integrates with HubSpot and a few other CRMs. We're working on Close.io right now and the other CRMs and things. So I'm really, really, really excited about this thing being an opportunity. And I kind of was thinking what my life would look like. And this is a lesson. I don't know how many people are going to watch this video. But the lesson is like, look at what you're doing and where you are. I've done the whole travel the world. I've done the whole celebrity parties. I've done the whole LA thing. I've done the supercars and the flexing and making shitloads of money, especially while I'm young. And at some point you got to optimize for fulfillment. Maybe not happiness, but fulfillment. And I've been taking a step back and really analyzing and looking. I'm like, what is going to make me the most fulfilled? And I think back to when I was a child. When I was a kid, I would sit back and I played a lot of video games. I played music. I was a guitar player, and up until the point I was 21, I was a very serious musician. Maybe I'll drop some songs and guitar stuff. And what made me happy was creating, the process of creating, the process of going somewhere with something and making it into a thing. Being a creative is like alchemy. It's the closest thing to alchemy I think you can get. I once famously said on Twitter before that being an entrepreneur is the closest thing you can get to alchemy, but that's not entirely true. Being a creative and creating something and making things is the closest thing that you can get to alchemy. And you get to create the water that you drink or the bread that you eat. You get to make that bread that you eat and the water that you drink and the things that you consume to feed yourself. You get to use that and make things. And then you spawn a Lamborghini. Or you spawn a penthouse, or you start getting these things. And for me, it was always about the creative process. The process of just working on something. And coming full circle, I started learning how to play the piano. We got a mini grand piano in the penthouse now. I started playing the piano. I started playing guitar again. I started reading again. That was another thing I did as a child. Imagination, creativity. Imagination and reading books is just imagining things and things happen in your mind. And I've started to kind of get back to my roots. And I've started to get back to the things that made me me outside of all of the money and the success and the entrepreneurship thing and the circle jerk that is the online internet, make money online space. And I thought, what kind of content do I want to make? Who do I really want to become? And what do I want to be known for? I don't want to be known as the agency guy. I don't want to be known as the sales guy. I don't want to be known as a copywriter. A marketer is good. I want to be known as a really good marketer. I want to be known as a really good salesperson, a really phenomenal entrepreneur. But you only can climb to that mountain if you are amassing all of the skills that allow you to climb to the mountain. And I would like to be multidimensional, and I am multidimensional. I've always been multidimensional. That's why it's most people, out of my 75,000 followers on Twitter alone, most people don't even know what it is that I do. You guys, obviously, because you're watching the YouTube videos, you consume longer form content. You have a better idea of who I am just based on things that I put out. But even the business content and the business videos, I don't hate making them. I find them valuable. I want to make stuff for the younger version of myself that would have accelerated my success. That's why I even have the mentorship, the coaching program. And I want to be known as somebody who was just their own thing, that was not only authentic, but a great creative and a great artist. And my art will be the things and the companies and the businesses that I put out into the world as a great entrepreneur. But I don't want to lose sight of who I am or who I was, especially as a child. I love music. I love art. I love making things. I love imagining things. I like listening to music and all of these things that really made me me. And when you get so far into the money and the success and the flexing and the Lambos and the parties and this lifestyle that a lot of you guys want, it becomes stressful, and you cannot stray from who you are. There's a famous saying, wherever you go, there you are. But you can't stray from that. You're always going to be you. You're always going to be a form of yourself. You can change. You can become better. You can develop more skills. And as you become better, you develop more skills. You develop charisma. You develop swagger. You develop sales skills or marketing capabilities. And you understand psychology. And you learn more things. And it's this skill stacking. That's why the company is called Skill Stacks. It's this skill stacking and this skill accumulation that really turns you from good to great. The original tagline for Skill Stacks was, skill stacks are the superpowers that turn you from broke to rich and from good to great. Or it was, skill stacks are the superpowers that turn you from good to great and broke to rich. Because the way that I did it was just learning all these things and accumulating all these things and then just putting them into action. None of these skills are worth anything if you never use them. I taught myself Italian. So I speak 2.5 languages. I speak English, I speak Spanish conversationally. I can't really read Spanish too well. I can speak it. I can't do videos in Spanish because I'm not as articulate, but I can speak it well enough to speak fluent Spanish in Mexico when I go to Mexico on vacation and not have to change back to English. And so I taught myself Italian because my cousins are from Italy. I'm half Italian. I should be having an Italian passport soon, hopefully. But I taught myself Italian, and this is back in 2021. I did the whole Duolingo thing, but the way that you really learn a language is you just figure out what you want to say in English, and you just translate it and then remember the words and practice the words in your spare time. And you practice it in conversation with other people. You practice listening, and you can watch movies and TV shows and everything. And I didn't use Italian. So when I got on the phone, when I was over in Sweden and I called Italy, I had to make a call to Italy to get a document for the passport application. And I call Italy and I was like, she picked up the phone and she must have been speaking in hieroglyphics. I caught maybe every seventh word she said on the phone. So I literally had to sit there on my computer and pull up Google Translate and then in very broken Italian, because I forgot how to pronounce the words, basically tell her what I wanted to tell her, and then figure out how I could text her on WhatsApp. You guys who sit here and you learn all these skills and watch videos and do nothing with it, I will never know what it's like to be you. When I was younger, because I'm fairly old now, when I was younger and all I did was consume information, and I consumed power, and I was like saving power, like charging up, all I did was figure out how I could implement the thing that I just learned. I trained martial arts for a very long time in my life with my father. My father was special forces in the United States military, and he taught me how to fight from a very young age. So I trained 3 different disciplines. I trained Shorinryu karate, which is I believe a Japanese striking kind of thing with some jiu-jitsu stuff, Japanese jiu-jitsu. I trained Taekwondo, and I trained Muay Thai since I was 3. And if I learned something, if my father taught me something, or when I was still going to karate school before I got thrown out of the karate school for beating up the instructor, when I was 10 or 11, the instructor was like in his 20s, I beat up the instructor. He wasn't a very good instructor. I got thrown out of the karate school. When my dad would teach me something, I would figure out how to use it. We would train it. You're going to learn this today. Now we're going to train it. You're going to learn how to break somebody's kneecap. We're going to train it. You're going to learn how... Oh, and I trained pole fighting, if you know what the poles are. Big, long sticks. So, if you're going to learn something, you use it. If I'm going to learn how to punch somebody in the face, and I don't practice punching somebody in the face after I learned how to punch somebody in the face, then I'm not going to know how to punch somebody in the face. Just like if you watch my videos on how to do business and make money, like these videos are the primer. The paid stuff is even better, but these videos are the primer to like learning how to make your first 100 to 500 grand online. I want you to be able to watch my videos, and don't ever think that if you watch these videos, oh, David gave me all the sauce, because I absolutely fucking did. I give you just a taste of what's actually inside of my brain. But you guys who watch these videos and don't implement it, you guys who go and you opt in for stuff, or you go to my website where you enter your information, right? And you get on the email list and you get some free information, and you don't use it, it's like criminal. It should be criminal. You guys should be using this stuff. But the entire market has shifted to be like, oh, if someone gives something away for free, that means it's not valuable, but that's not true. I have guys, you can watch the YouTube videos, you can watch the comments. David, I used your thing and it made me XYZ. I did 2 deals this week. So my point remains is like, if you're in this period of your life where you're just watching YouTube content or you're accumulating skills, use them. Learn how to use them. When I teach you guys over the next few weeks, I'm going to be dropping like bangers. Just stuff on AI and all the stuff that I'm doing because I find it super fascinating. I find it super fun. When I teach you guys this stuff, I want you to use it. I want you to use it. Because if you don't, then you're just wasting your own time. And then if you really want to waste time, you're going to try to figure out a way to use it. And then if it doesn't work, you're not going to pay somebody to tell you how to do it. I pay people all the time for stuff. Right? So, like, if I want to fix one of my cars, one of my supercars, I sound like such an asshole saying that, but if I want to fix one of my cars, if my Aston Martin breaks, let's say somebody totals my Aston Martin, hits my Aston Martin, and the door is dented. Instead of, now, I can either spend money for a mechanic or somebody, a body shop to fix it, spend 10 grand, fix the door. Or I could look up videos of how to fix the door. And I could get the pieces, and I could try to put the pieces together. And then I could try to spend all this time trying to fix the door. And then I might not get it right. It might be too hard. I might spend 500 hours trying to fix the door. I might not have the right equipment. I'm spending money on all this stuff to try to fix the door. I could have just simply called somebody, hey, can you pick up my car and fix my car? Paid them whatever their fee is, the 10 grand, and then got back to making fucking money. And a lot of you guys will do the thing where you sit there and fiddle with the fucking door. You try to fix the door yourself. You try to fix everything yourself. You try to do everything yourself, and then it doesn't work. Because you just don't know how to do it. You didn't spend your entire life doing it. You're not a mechanic. You're not an auto body guy. I mean, you might be. If this video finds you and you know how to fix supercars, good on you. But why would you do something? Why would you spend all of that time? Why would you spend all that energy trying to do that thing yourself when you could have just had somebody either tell you how to do it, or they could have just done it for you? Oh, by the way, the AI system that we're launching that you're going to be able to license, it's hands-off fulfillment, by the way. Because my team, is going to do all the fulfillment for you. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah. I'm getting into AI. There's an AI gold rush. There's a lot of guys teaching how to start an AI arbitrage agency where you have to learn how to fiddle with the AI systems and everything like that. We're not doing all that. No. I like businesses where you work once and you can get paid forever. Those are my favorite types of businesses. I love those. My mother, actually. I love my mom. My mom watches these videos. My mom said to me, she was over here, and she said to me, David, don't you want to have a business where you don't have to work? And I thought about that. I said, you're crazy. I was like, what are you saying? And she said, don't you want to have a business where you don't have to work? And a few months later, it was so profound that it finally hit me. Don't you want to have a business where you don't have to work? I'm going to let that one sit. Your entire goal as an entrepreneur is to hopefully remove yourself from the business, because if you can remove yourself from the business, then you can create exit value or equity value or enterprise value. Sorry. And if you can do that, then you can sell your company, which is great. If you can't do that, then you're just literally working a job. And so with a lot of the AI stuff and a lot of these models that a lot of people are teaching right now with this AI stuff, you still have to do the work. I like when I can, so this is how really rich people get even richer. Let's say you get paid $1 billion to do something. They say, hey, John, if your name's John watching this video, hey, John, or hey, David, I'll pay you $1 billion to build this building, to build a skyscraper. I will get it done. Figure it out. I will make money. And I will pay someone else to do it. That's how the shit works. That's business in its simplest form. So if you can sell something for 20 grand, 10 grand, and you can pay $2,000 to deliver it, you keep 8. This is how agencies should operate. You shouldn't be doing all the work yourself. This is how businesses should operate. This is how they do it with employees or fulfillment partners or things like that. If you do that, you'll make money. And then you just keep doing it, and you do it at scale. And then the fixed costs remain fixed. There's variable costs. And then you just scale, and you just do sales and marketing. And you fix problems as they come up. I want more people to learn, and I'm going to start teaching this, of how to truly run a business, how to truly operate as a business owner. The most successful people I know, they immediately, it doesn't even matter if the company does it, like barely has revenue. Like my friend just started a company, and he's a very successful entrepreneur. He just started a new company. He had 5 employees on day 1. He said, okay, either I'm going to make the money to pay these guys in 2 weeks, or the business is not going to make money at all. And what he did was he immediately hired them, immediately had them start generating revenue, immediately had money coming in the door. And then we worked on the high level stuff, because I helped him out with it. We worked on the high level stuff instead of the low level back-end fulfillment stuff that needs to happen. So, obviously now the company is already successful. I believe it's doing 60, 80 grand a month in like 3 weeks. A month, maybe 3 weeks a month, almost a month. That's what happens when you put the right people in the right position and you can play ball. So this is what you need to do. If you are not capitalizing and leveraging yourself and leveraging AI and leveraging these videos and leveraging the things that people like me tell you, you better start. But yeah, this was an absolute yap session. These are just my thoughts, just sitting here ranting. But I'm going to be dropping a lot of videos on this, similar to the, sit in front of the camera, AI stuff, sales stuff, business stuff. I'm going to do like more day in the life, like where I'm sitting at the desk and making phone calls, because a lot of you guys glamorize this shit. I loved that video that I made where I sat at the desk all day, I yapped about marketing, and then I jumped in the Lambo to go grab dinner. I love that. That's fresh. That's G. I'm going to make some more lifestyle stuff too, I think. I might start talking about esoteric topics as well. This is a different style video. It is. Like I said, it's like 2 in the morning. 1, 2 in the morning. I don't know how long it's going to be. But if you want to find out more, I or a member of my team will be calling you if you want to find out about the AI licensing system. It is the first of its kind. There is no other product on the market that can do what this can do. It's completely custom. We built it ourselves. It's fire. It is fire. So, see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. My name is David. Take care.